The Physiology of Aging. There was a man named Claude Bernard who was a 19th-century French physiologist, and he is known to this day for the saying the constancy of the internal environment is the condition for a free and independent life. What he meant was that all organisms, including human beings, really need to keep the chemistry and the biology of their cells, of their organs, constant within very, very narrow limits to maintain their overall well-being. As we discussed earlier, we know that the body's internal system works like a house which has a relatively finite number of bricks and boards, and, as we age, we have fewer and fewer replacement parts. Those are the built-in limitations of our internal system. In this lecture, we will look at external stresses that exacerbate aging and what we can do to protect ourselves from them. There are several basic reasons behind what makes us lose the resiliency of youth, including simple wear and tear, somatic or genetic mutation, and autoimmune overreaction. We will begin by talking about the implications of free radicals on aging. Two atoms normally form a molecule by linking pairs of electrons in their outer shells. If a molecule loses one member of a pair, it becomes a free radical, which will then seek to bind with an electron from a nearby molecule to regain its normal state. This molecule might unite with, for example, a molecule of DNA. And consequently, this newly attached molecule might then interfere with the DNA's process of protein manufacturing. Nonetheless, free radicals are also part of a normal defense mechanism in the body called apoptosis, which is a Latin word that means programmed suicide of abnormal or dangerous cells. There is an ongoing normal balance between the free radicals necessary for good health and protection and excessive free radicals causing cellular and tissue damage. Let us turn to the effects on aging of glucose, the most common sugar in the body. Excess glucose in the body plays an important role in many diseases and in the process of aging. In a process called glycation, excess glucose molecules may be inserted into proteins, DNA, or fats. They form a bound complex in these molecules and may destruct a certain function in the body. We call this phenomenon cross-linking. For example, this type of irreversible cross-link can cause loss of elasticity in tissue, which manifests itself in the skin in an increased rate of wrinkles appearance. It also causes many of the problems that diabetics suffer from, such as nervous, vascular and kidney damage, as well as cataracts, and may contribute to Alzheimer's disease. In general, the younger body heals faster and is far better adapted to defend against invasive chemicals. It tends to have better cellular nutrition and vascularity, which means adequate blood flow to tissues and organs. Young people have more active cellular metabolism, energy production, and detoxification systems than older ones. As we age, dramatic changes begin to take place deep in the layers of the dermis and express themselves on the surface of the skin. For example, we lose sebaceous glands, which can cause skin brittleness and susceptibility to infection. The production synovial fluid that lubricates joints also decreases in older people, and the cartilage between jointed bones becomes thinner. We also lose control of the fluid, electrolyte, and acid-base balance in our bodies. This affects the heart and other organs. As a result of downregulation of the immune system, older people are more susceptible to all kinds of invasion, from infection to malignancy. Most of us, however, can take steps to slow down these changes and keep good function, which we will try to touch on in our future lectures. Copyright Academy House, www.academy.house.